All right, so this is Unit 2, Lesson 6. This is dealing with note values. We've learned all about pitches and places on the staff for treble clef and bass clef, and notes for treble clef and bass clef. Now we're dealing with note values. While the placement of notes on the staff indicates a pitch, the duration of the note, how long the note is held, is determined by the note value. Okay, so we've started talking about quarter notes, which are here. Quarter notes are 1 pulse or 1 beat each. 4 of these will equal a whole note. So again, quarter, whole, it's just like a quarter to $1. 2 half notes equal the duration of a whole note, which is 2 beats each, or 2 pulses each. A whole note is drawn as an open oval, and this is the whole note, and it gets 4 pulses. So this is called a note head. This round circle part is note head, and this is a stem. And then in order to make them look different, they either have no stem, or they get filled in, or they get flags attached to them for smaller notes. So here is basically how it works. 1 whole note will equal 2 half notes, which will also equal to 4 quarter notes. So 1 half note will equal 2 quarter notes. It's a little bit of a math game. So the way that this works is that, again, 4 pulses, 2 pulses, and 1 pulse. The stems will extend downward for everything that's above this middle line. Okay, and it just attaches it to the staff. And this is where we go back to that grand staff. We want to make sure we're using the right hand for playing piano, or that we're using the right instrumentation. The stems will extend upward on the right side when the note appears below the 3rd line of the staff. If the stem length should continue to space the line above the same letter name or above or below. So you're not going to go beyond the staff. So if it's on F, it's going to go to the F above. If it's a high F, it's going to go to the low F below. So it's not like we're just going to draw a line and extend it forever, or just make a short one. It's to the next note name that is the same. So here you're doing a little bit of a math. So how many quarter notes is in a whole note? And then there's 4 quarter notes in a whole note. So we would write 4 in here. Under B, here we're trying to find out how many quarter notes are in a half note. So again, the half note gets 2 pulses, quarter note gets 1, so do a little bit of math. And letter C, we're figuring out that a whole note, how many whole notes equals 4 quarter notes. So again, how many whole notes equals 4 quarter notes? On letter D, you're figuring out how many half notes fit into a whole note. How many half notes are in a whole note? Okay, and letter E is how many half notes will equal 4 quarter notes. Letter E, how many half notes will fit into 4 quarter notes? So a half note gets 2 pulses, and on this side you have 4 quarter notes, which is 1 pulse each. So how many of these do you get when you have 4 quarters? And letter F, we are using a whole note, and how many equal are in 2 half notes? So again, how many whole notes are in 2 half notes? So on number 2, we are drawing stems in the correct direction. So again, if it's below the middle line, the stems are going to go up. If it's above the line, or the middle line, the stems are going to go down. So we're going to, again, take that oblong, and we're going to go up to the A. Here, we're going to take that oblong and go up to the A. Here, since it's on the middle line, it can go either direction. And again, you're going to keep on going. Then you're going to label these notes. So again, this is not an A. This is actually a C in bass clef. Here, this is a space in treble clef, F-A-C-E. Here, this is in bass clef. It's G, B, D. Here it's an E. F, all cows eat grass. This is a line in treble clef. Every good boy deserves. Same note in bass clef, but it's different. We have good boys do fine. A line in treble clef. Even George Bush. And then a line in bass clef. Good boys. Space in treble clef. F-A-C. A line in treble clef. E-G. And a space in bass clef. All cows eat grass. Now your job is to go in and put the lines again on the notes on the correct side, whether they're above or below the middle note line. And if it's on the middle line, you can place it either up, going up or down. So here you're going to draw the treble clef. You cannot forget to draw the treble clef or the G clef because it circles around the G line. And you're going to write the indicated notes using only notes within the staff. So here we're going to write a C whole note. So that's the empty note head on the space F-A-C. You're going to draw an A quarter note. So it's F-A. So quarter note is that note head that's filled in. And you got to watch your stem direction. Since it's below, the stem will go up. An E half note. Now there's two E's, so you can pick and choose. There's an E here. And again, a half note is the note head with the stem. Or there's an E here with the stem going down. F whole note. Again, there's two F's. There's one on the bottom space, one on the top line, and a whole note is just the note head. A B quarter note, there's only one. It's right smack dab in the middle. And again, you can pick and choose whether you want your stem to go up or down. D quarter note. Again, quarter note is the note head filled in. It's on the fourth line. Good. Even George Bush drives fast. And then the stem is going down. G half note. Half note is a note head that's not filled in with a stem attached. On the next line, you're going to draw a bass clef. And again, a bass clef is considered an F clef. So you can draw that backward C, the two dots around that F line. So here we have F half note. So again, empty with a stem attached to the left going down. A D quarter note. This is the one smack dab in the middle again. So you can either have the stem going up or down. An A whole note. This can either be a space or a line. You have all cows eat grass and good boys do fine always. So you can have it in either spot. A C quarter note. So, oops, that's wrong. Sorry, that's wrong. The C quarter note is all cows eat grass. Again, a quarter note is a filled in note head. And since this is below the line, the stem's going to go up. Then we have an E half note, and that's all cows eat grass. And it's a half note is a note head, and since it's above the third line, we're going to have stem going down. A B whole note, there's only one, and that's even all good boys do fine always. And again, the whole note is just a note head. A G half note, there's two G's. There's one on the bottom, good boys do fine always. And then all cows eat grass. So there is your answers for the bottom. I do want you to do the math work here. You can easily figure that out. If you have any questions, please ask.